brand spanking new for everyone. I hope that with them showing Ryu and Chun-Li and how new and revamped they are, and some of the additions that they have in their attacks and stuff, I hope that's for everyone as well. I hope that's for every single person. And also, I hope that this balance, or not balance, this change will also be making a difference between like Shoto characters and stuff, or any clone characters, to really make them unique. Because, you know, like literally, you play one Shoto, you could play all of them. You could. It was very, very familiar. Ryu, Evil Ryu, Ken, Oni, like they were all basically almost the exact same. Now Guile and Charlie, the newly announced character, Charlie, you know, apparently, you know, of course, he was kind of somewhat of a clone character, but he was already unique by himself. He had the Sonic Boom and he had the Flash Kick, but he had a lot of new things. So Street Fighter V, I have a lot of faith in them revamping a lot of stuff. And it's going to be really hard to wait. Have a great night, Boone. Thank you so much for coming by, senor. Jugs. Them jugs, though. Them jugs. Ah! Here comes. Oh, nice grab. Ooh. Gotcha. That's gonna kill. It's a level 5. Oh no, Charlie? Yeah, that was hilarious, man. I laughed so hard. I'm very curious about the gem on his forehead, though. I don't think it has anything to do with cross-tag or whatsoever, but I think it has to do with him being zombified. Not zombified, but just mind-controlled. So I think he's like somewhat gonna be starting out evil. Not so much as like the normal Charlie. That's what I would assume. Let's keep in mind, Charlie has been missing for years and years. And Charlie was... Okay, we're getting into some lore aspects here, but... No. Because, I don't know if you guys really follow the story of Street Fighter 4, but when Abel was taken care of by Charlie, I think. Oh no, it's lagging! Oh no! That lag messed him up, man. Trust me, I've been in that situation so many times before. The last shadow to break and the game starts lagging and it messes up your 1, 2, 3 breaks. Dude, I feel that. I feel the pain, Jugs. I feel that pain, man. What are you talking about, Grims? I'm talking about the lore. Because I think what happened was... in the story in Street Fighter 4, they hinted that when Abel was found... Now, Abel was supposed to be like a product of making Seth in the storyline of Street Fighter 4, but he escaped. Abel was in a coma. I don't even know what he was, but the one person that was actually taking care of him was Charlie. Because when Abel finally finds Guile, Abel recognizes the Sonic Boom, and that's when Guile is like, wait a minute, how do you know this exists? Someone else has this? It has to be Charlie. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way he recognized any of those maneuvers. You know? Maybe Urian's gem? Ooh, you know what? That's actually... Dandy Cheeks, that's actually very plausible, dude. I never even thought about that. I would not be surprised if that was actually Urian's gem on his forehead. I would not be surprised at all, one bit. That sounds like it could happen, too. 500k making everyone want to play Street Fighter. Yeah, that's very generous of Sony to put in such a pot prize and make everything look just more hype, you know? Ugh. Shit, he finally did it. Oh, man. Let's get some meter. Damn it. And that's gonna hurt. Goodbye, meter. I've always missed you. I've always missed thee. Damn it. Oh, he jumped. Gotcha. Oh, teleport. Oh, God. Can that kill me? No, it's just gonna sap a lot of energy. Ooh, break it. Oh, that was close. Again with a pixel of green health, too. Again.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Exactly, Jacob. Just play games as you receive them and put your all into them, and games are super fun regardless of the net hype. Exactly. That's why I played Street Fighter for 6 years straight, regardless of tournaments or whatever. It was a fun game. That's why, you know what? When other games like fork over thousands and thousands of dollars in such a young lifespan, sometimes I feel like, you know what, maybe that's kind of not a great idea, because in a way that might be spoiling players just to go to tournaments because of a big pot prize, not so much of the passion of the game by itself. Street Fighter has already earned that status. From local sessions, local tournaments, to semi-majors, to majors. People would go out, even if the pot prizes aren't that big, people would still go because the game was just enjoyable. It was just freaking fantastic and addicting. You know what I mean? And now they're receiving a $500,000 pot prize, you know what I mean, out of the woodwork. That's why I feel like a lot of other games can really take great examples from Street Fighter, you know what I mean? If you can achieve that passion, that addictive nature for so long, that people will go to tournaments regardless of, you know, of how much money's being put in. Like, money's like the last thing you think of. It's all about just competing and doing great. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes I feel like just giving large amounts of money without letting the game kind of blossom yet might be somewhat of a bad idea, because it might spoil players, and they probably won't go to tournaments as much anymore if it doesn't have quadruple digits. You know what I mean? And so... But then again, you know, like sponsors, you know, they do help out a ton, and we're in the years of where sponsors are just like super common. They help out a lot of tournaments and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I feel like just going to tournaments, supporting the game for the passion of it, having big turnouts just for the game itself is one of the best benefits for a game growing, in all honesty. You know, so we'll see what happens, you know. Like, honestly, when this game was announced for Evo, I knew automatically I was going. I actually got a little bit sad when they announced that, like, the 10K pot prize for Evo, because I know that would coax a lot of people to go. I mean, as weird as it sounded, you know, I do love it when people just want to go the biggest tournament in the world to support KI, something that was not even a year old, you know. So I got a little sad when they announced it, but again, that did add a lot of hype. You know, people were going to shoot for that money, you know what I mean. But I feel like maybe it's that kind of stuff should be held out of the picture until, like, tournaments and stuff like that really have a huge outcome of people, like at least hundreds per tournament, you know what I mean? That's when you can finally start thinking about bigger prizes, you know, prizes for like 30 players, 40 players. It's, you know, it's almost, you don't want to make it look desperate. You want the game to look fresh, absolutely enjoyable, you know. Street Fighter has already attained that title. They can put as much money as they want. It's been thriving for the past 6.5 years, 7 years, you know, so it's fine. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Street Fighter has evolved like a crap ton. I think that the one day where we see a tournament where it's over 100 people, just out of the blue, I think that's when you can finally say, you know what, we made it. We made it. Now it's semi-mainstream. It's gonna thrive here on out, and now it's up to us to just kind of really make people enjoy the game, you know, and encourage great changes in the game that will make it that will attract more audiences. Changes that make sense, you know. Yes, they have to stop capping KI tournaments. I agree. No more capping KI tournaments. Because actually, NCR and SCR, they could have had a lot more people. A lot more people if they didn't cap it. At least like 80 people. SCR could have had like 80 people. And more top players. But then I think they capped it like at 64. And it ended up, a lot of folks couldn't even, like, attend to the tournament. They were MIA as well, which really sucked. Oh, shit. I should have broken that. Yeah, I don't understand the cap for it either. Oh, yikes. Just gets the... There we go. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, boy. It's a bit laggy, but we're going to try to get around it. Ugh, that lag. Try to get past the lag. A lot of rollbacks can really make a lot of mistakes. Doesn't want to go in the corner at all. Oh, the lag! That sucks. It's the continuous walking back until reach forward for an attack. Another jump back. I don't want those rollbacks to confuse me, because it does confuse me a lot on a regularly basis. Okay. Walking back, if you're not playing a footsie battle and you're in a very laggy match and you walk back all the time, there can be a lot of tedious things. Again, I did mention that a lot of the animation in the game will be missing. It'll look like it skips, so you won't actually see the person move forward. You'll see an attack already. It'll look like a Kara cancel. If you don't know what a Kara cancel is, it's actually performing like two moves at the exact same time, and one will come out way ahead than what it normally looks like. You know what I mean? It's okay, world. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. No worries, man. Yeah, only 33 people. Yeah. I see there. That's very low. But that was an invitational, so that I think that's different, right? It was an invitational. Those are invitationals are different. They're different. That's specifically trying to get certain players to you know, give a lot of hype. Not really free to just everyone to join in. What does a duck smoke? I have no clue, dude. Yeah, exactly, Diligent. I've seen it. You can Kara certain attacks in KI, but you're right. It's not that useful.